Hi Sagittarius, Higherself Magic here. This is the full moon in Cancer, very emotional sign, and the cards I've pulled for you are indicative of a lot of 2025. But if you're feeling like a shipwreck tonight and you feel like you've been in a shipwreck or you feel like a wreck, don't despair. It's this lunation. It is in Cancer, very emotional sign. It's all about letting go, tearing things apart, the past coming up and healing you. And there's a lot about this moon goddess tonight. And I'm going to read you some of the notes I've made about this as I was channeling. And it's such an important full moon. And it starts 2025 off with a bang, first full moon of 2025. And I'm going to talk about the moon goddess of this month, the full moon goddess. She's called Danu, and she's Celtic, Irish, and she is the goddess of shipwrecks. And so there's a lot for us to think about in this lunation, but of course we're going to move from this a lot stronger, and it might bring amazing sort of memories back, that it's almost as if you are in that situation, but you can't be, because you've moved on from that. And the key words and ideas for this lunation are feeling very emotional, getting very angry. Your sort of anger's rising about things you did or people did to you, and especially, and some of that anger can be raging, because you will feel the sort of anger towards certain people that you should have expressed at the time and you were too polite. So this sign, being Cancer, is a super emotional sign, as we know, and we are feeling quite feisty, quite ready to move on from it, but at the same time, and that anger is definitely something that we should have expressed at the time but didn't. But Cancer's a water sign, and water's all about emotions, and so the moon is about emotions and feelings anyway, always. But if this isn't enough, this full moon is taking place near the planet of Mars, which is the angry planet, and it's retrograde right now. So, but it's preparing you for what's going to come. And I'm going to talk about your cards, which are for me your 2025 cards, in a moment, and they're really good. So just get past this pip in the post, just get past this day, this period of time. But one of the good things about this full moon is that it's harmonizing with the planet of dreams and poetry. That's Neptune. So even if you're seeing red and feeling angry about things that have happened to you in your past, that people have done to you, that you've let go, that you've just sort of let them off, so to speak, then tonight you're going to feel really angry about those people. But what I want you to do is protect yourself from some of those people, because I want you to do a return to sender ceremony. I did that with you last year, and you don't even have to make it a proper ceremony, but just protect yourself within that. You can burn a black candle, you can burn a black and red candle, or you can put it in a mirror, on top of a mirror, and burn it, and put salt around the edge of the mirror, which you'll remove afterwards. Obviously you're not going to leave on the mirror, but you have to remove it very carefully. Don't let any of it drop, and then let it go outside the salt, and also away from the house, away from your house. Yeah, just put it in a bag and then throw it somewhere away from your house. So this moon teaches you to take control of your emotions, to not be such a wuss, or to not let people get away with things anymore. And it's making you realize how important it is to be in control of your own life. And I think this moon prepares you for working with all the moons that are going to come through in this year ahead. And there's never been a better time than today to resist your feelings of drama, of upset. Just be glad that you're emotionally free of those people, emotionally free of them. And do a return to sender. You can do a simple return to sender, write it on a card, put it on your table, and you can light a white candle to protect yourself, but do write return to sender on a piece of paper, so what they're wishing for you will go right back to them. So 2025 is starting off very intensely moon-wise. We had the new moon on the 30th of December, so it wasn't a January moon. And I think that one was a very important one for you, because it taught you to love yourself and to approve of yourself. And now this has sort of shaken you up a bit and made you think, how could I put up with this? Or how didn't I notice this? Or why didn't I think in a different way? But the fact that you are analyzing, the fact that you are feeling, the fact that you are healing is such a good thing in preparation for the love that's going to come in for you. Whatever love that is, we'll talk about it in a moment. It prepares you for that. It allows you to let go, and it prepares you for your future, which is really bright in terms of excuse me, bless me, in terms of monetary gain. So that's really important also. So we're going to do some moonology cards in a moment, but I'd like to talk to you about this goddess, the goddess of shipwrecks. Now, because the weather at this time of year in the Northern Hemisphere is wild, we've had cold, we've had winds, we've had floods. That's in the UK. We've got weird weather happening all over the world. People can say it's down to climate change. People can say it's down to the goddess of the moon. So when the lightning strikes, when the storm strikes, and the rain pounds down relentlessly, that might not happen this full moon, but you can imagine a ship at sea in those conditions, and you might be feeling a little bit like that tonight. But it's reaching land. Before it reaches land, though, it's torn apart. The ship seems to be sinking, but it holds on there. So there can either be so much damage that it's very hard to put it right. It's like one of those tower moments, and there's splintered wood and broken crockery and all sorts everywhere. And then the ship gets abandoned and engulfed in darkness, and the survivors make their way to land without the ship. Or you can see the magic of the goddess of shipwrecks, where she manages to connect the wreckage of the ship to the humans on it, and manages to salvage it before it breaks apart, and takes them to land in the ship. And she accepts that they can celebrate the greatness of that possible horrendous happening with them being in a sacred resting place because they've actually made it. So she has led them from the darkness into what they don't know is yet to come, but safety and a beautiful shoreline that is very reverent, and she will light up the ocean in such a way that she is going to actually light up your life. So this full moon is really, really, really very, very dramatic, let me say, leading into some wonderful happenings. And this moon, I'd like to tell you, is sending you the nurturing light of the Cancer full moon. So this Cancer full moon is, once you get to shore, it's sending you this nurturing light, so you can feel that magical light spread through your body as the moon with the goddess holds you in her loving rays and just loves you so completely today and for the rest of the year. Each month I'm going to tell you about the goddess of that time, but this full moon feels like this goddess, Danu, is nurturing you with one hand, and in the other hand she is dredging up from the shadows the next layer of emotional pains that are ready to be released. So Danu is saying to you, you've been in a shipwreck, your life's been a shipwreck, but you've survived. I've got you to shore, and you are not wrecked, you are alive. So it's saying it's safe to let go and cry of those possible torments that were happening. You are safe now, and she holds you close in this powerful time of healing and prepares you for what the tarot is saying is going to come. And here it's all about pentacles. You are going to do well. I've said it before, Sagittarians, Nostradamus has said, are going to be extremely rich this year. I hope so, because I really need a boost. But here we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is telling us so much about you and your position at the moment. You're holding that pentacle and you're staring at it so carefully. And you're in your own garden here, sitting on your own throne as the Queen of Pentacles. And you're looking at this pentacle and going, I've got this great pentacle. What am I going to do with it? The rabbit in the corner here indicates or portrays the fear you felt through financial constraints. And you can't believe that you're going to have 10 pentacles. You're really happy with just one enormous, gigantic one, which you feel will get you through the winter to the spring. And you've been really praying for this. And you're sitting feeling quite proud of yourself. And so the gains are going to be slow, but then they're going to come to the 10 of Pentacles, where you're going to feel real stability there, as the 4 of Wands shows. You're going to be living in a very stable, almost luxurious way, as the Empress shows us. Now, the Empress is the fertile being. It could mean that some of you are going to have a child this year. Some of you are going to put out a project that's like your baby and becomes so amazing. You've had it for a long time. You've been nurturing it. You've been talking about it. You've been developing it. And now it's out there. You're really hoping that it's going to be a success. And you're sitting there very fertile, very abundant, and really happy about what's happening regarding your project. Or you're sitting there pregnant, waiting for this beautiful child to come. Now, here we've got the Emperor, who's your match. And these two are the husband and the wife, the mother and the father, the proper couple that create the Ten of Cups happiness. So you are going to see, you know, happiness in terms of a family life. Even if you have children, the other person has children, you come together, it's going to be a very happy family combination. Or it's just going to mean you're going to have children with this person, because this person is really intending to marry you. And after this full moon, you're going to see things moving quite quickly. You might feel a sort of rage like this Knight of Swords is feeling, as I've just explained to you. Anger, anguish, you want to move fast. But this has got a two meaning, this card. Someone is moving fast towards you. Someone's bringing you success, love, and money. Not maybe one person, but a number of people with all those, bringing all those aspects. But one person is going to bringing you the cup of love. So that is very important also. And that's why I've got my little beautiful hearts here for you today. And they're sprinkled around the table. Let's pop them there for now. So let's look at the Moonology cards. We might have a quick look at the tarot again, see what comes up. But these are my messages for you, Sagittarius, in this year. And this full moon is not one to ignore. You can't ignore it. You're going to feel quite weird tonight, but then it will pass very quickly. Whilst the new moon at the end of December, the effects of that are going to last months and months and months. So let's take some of these for you. Let's see what the moon cards say. Can we have some cards for Sagittarius, please? A win-win outcome is forecast. So look at that, Saggies. And then bring love into the situation. You know, this year is going to be tremendously wonderful. And next year is going to be even better because luck is on your side. But as we have here, a fiery climax is approaching. And it is approaching you. My dog's incredibly quiet tonight. She's lying on my outdoor jacket, so she loves it when she's on my clothes. She probably doesn't want to make a sound because I'm going to pull it from her. But a fiery climax is approaching, just like that Knight of Swords is running towards you. This person could be from your past or it could be in your future. But he's coming towards you and he means business. He's like the Emperor. Now, if you've been listening to me, and thank you if you have, please like, share and subscribe. And I'm so grateful for the comments. I really, really appreciate them. And really totally appreciate them. And my faithfuls and loyal supporters, I really do appreciate you. Elizabeth, Charlotte, Fanny Boo, I really do. Let's take what's ours here. These are my very intuitive cards. Let's drop them down and see what comes up for you. Your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. I hope so, for me as well as you. I really do hope your wishes come true. The fairies are very powerful at this time of year. They've adorned our Christmas and they're here waiting for the spring, nourishing our souls and our wishes. And just believe that they are carrying a lot of weight at the moment in our lives. That one didn't want to drop. That one did. Okay, so whom do you need to forgive? Tonight, there's an awful lot of that letting go, forgiveness, past hurts, people that have really done you badly. As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. So it is a time for those people that made you angry to just not bother with them anymore. They made you angry. You wish you'd said something, but you didn't. Let it go. It's just such an important thing to let that go. But you couldn't make that up, could you? I just said there's so much anger around right now tonight. Business venture, trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. So don't let it go. If it's there, follow it through. Make sure it becomes part of the 2025 magic, because whether you're the Empress and you're having a baby, a real life baby, or you're making a project of yours, some creation, into a massive birth venture, then it's really time to put your energy into that, because it's going to be really successful. It's going to bring you that 10 of Pentacles over there. Let's see what else the fairies have to say. Practice, practice, practice. With daily routines and practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So if you're a musician, here we've got a musician fairy. If you're a musician, keep practicing, because someone will notice you one day. If you're a writer, keep writing, keep writing, keep presenting your stuff out there. Someone will notice you one day. And it won't be too far away that day. Show the world what you're made of. Woo! Okay. Okay, I'm going to let them go. If they fall flat down, it means we don't need them. If they're face up, then we do get them. Okay, let's see what's here. So get some exercise. It's saying, as your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. So maybe you've had an ordeal, or maybe, yeah, maybe you've had an injury. Maybe you've had some sadness. Maybe you've been taking care of someone. But it's saying now, get yourself in shape. Get some exercise. Be ready for the spring. Affirmations. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. So it's like, I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am strong. I am in love. I find it very difficult to do affirmations, but they do apparently really work. So do try them. Dietary change is going with the exercise. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. And that's for certain. And healing, healed, healer. This is a healing full moon. Healing energy surrounds you and your situation and tonight. Let's take one more. Patience, please. Now, some of you will have been feeling very frustrated today, And some of your anger will have been towards the universe, towards the divine, towards who you think is in control of your life. And someone is, they know what's going to happen. Fate is fate. The divine is the divine. But at the same time, you have to make your own mistakes. And there is some free choice here. So you have to be aware of that. But it's saying patience, please. We are bringing you so much. And do make the right decision. Do think it out. Do remember what we've discussed. Do remember what you really need. And here we've got what you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to be dealt with first. So sometimes you don't know what's happening in the background. You don't know who's saying what. And you've got to trust the divine that they do know, and they're keeping it as it is until the right time comes through. So you do have to trust in the universe, absolutely and totally. And don't forget your rising sign. That's very important, as well as your sun sign, your moon sign, particularly tonight. Listen to readings. I'm going to be doing readings for more signs this year. I have concentrated on Sagittarius because, you know, they're the ones that have been supporting me, and I'm a Saggy, of course, but I do have a lot of admiration for other signs, particularly Aquarius and Libra and Leo, so, and Pisces. So I will be doing readings on those signs, for those signs this year. So I think to finish off this reading, I'd like to talk about emotionally freeing yourself from things that have hurt you. And if you want your body to release the drama from your energetic self, from yourself tonight, then try to tap in on the hurts that you've felt and forgive those people that have hurt you, but just say thank you, universe, for taking them away, because they were useless people. I wouldn't want them in my life right now. And it might sound like a double-edged sword, but you just be happy that they've gone, that you don't have to put up with them anymore. And you can breathe, and you can be lucky, and you can fall in love with the right person, and you don't have to have a best friend who's jealous of you. So, because these sorts of things happen all the time, and you don't have to have a person who wants you for your money and doesn't pay it back. So approve of yourself, give yourself some love, and even if you feel tense and you feel angry, just look at the lucky side of the situation, that you've got rid of people that were not very, very good for you at all. And so luck is on your side that you actually got rid of them. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I think it's a really good one. I think you've got a fantastic 2025 coming. And do go with this moon. Go with the flow of this moon and understand that Danu, this goddess, is bringing a lot of energy to this year. And while it's cold and the earth is hard and we're steeped in a darkness and a lot of mystery as to what's going to happen this year, this moon with Danu is nurturing and restoring all that resides within it, and is offering comfort from the hardships of this cold winter. And it has been really cold in the UK. This goddess is in her crone phase, but she is beginning to fade as the promise of new life beckons, and the days are getting longer since her deathly reign of winter and the solstice at Yule. This is a time of a slow awakening for all of nature, and to look at settling different goals as you leave old regrets behind you and make fresh resolutions through intentions. And you can make your intentions by wishing, writing your wishes down, or through a gratitude list and how much you would love that thing you're grateful for to develop into something bigger or better. But also you can do little rituals like return to sender and little spells regarding candles to protect yourself and to bring the best love into your life. So it's time now in these winter months, as we think and feel warmer days are coming, longer nights are coming, it's time to take the first brave steps of authenticity towards the magical freedom of embracing the witch within us, the sacred being within us, the empress within us, the higher self within us. Stop hesitating and hiding in the shadows. Bid farewell to negativity, to control and disempowerment, and embrace the lessons of the past. Be grateful for them. Be grateful you met that horrible person that spoke behind your back, because now you'll identify those traits very easily. Be grateful that someone did you out of money, because no one will ever do you out of money again. Be grateful that you were cheated on, because now you know the signs and you won't ever have that sort of person again in your life. So the crone offers you rebirth and transformation as you follow the wheel of this year and the magic of this transformation you are experiencing. I've said before, some of you have gone from caterpillar to butterfly already. Some of you are going from caterpillar to butterfly this spring. Some of you are going from baby butterfly to big, beautiful butterfly with big wings this spring and summer. So nurture that growth, nurture that flight, and be happy that you survived the shipwreck and you got to the shore in one piece, and that you are so beautiful and loving and kind and patient, and you've got a fantastic 2025 in front of you, Sagittarius. Sending love to you, and please like, share and subscribe. That would be absolutely great. Thank you. Higherself Magic here. Good night.